Let's take a look at our next set of operators within Python. We're going to take a look at assignment operators. Now, we've actually already seen an assignment operator without really calling attention to it directly, but take a look. I'm going to create a variable. We'll just call it x, and I'm going to assign it. I'm using the equal sign. I'm going to make it equal to or assign it a value of 1. There we go. There's your props, your most common assignment operator within just about any programming language. Just equals. Make this equal to this. You got it. X equals 1. All right, now let's take this a step further. There's going to come times within your programming or within your project where you want to be able to increase the value of a value. In this case, I want to increase the value of x. I want to increase it by 1. Now, there's actually a couple different ways that you can do this. I'm going to show you kind of the long method, and then I'll show you the shorthand method. So I'm on the next line. We know that x is already equal to 1. There it is. Now, if I want to increase that by 1, I want to increase x, whatever x holds, I want to increase it by 1. I'm going to say x equals x plus 1. So I'm just taking the value of whatever x is currently equal to, and I'm going to make it equal to itself plus 1. So I hit my enter key, and if I print that out, there's 2. We just added 1 to it. Now, that approach, this right here, x equals x plus 1, it works great. Some languages, that's the only way that you can do it. But in other languages, such as Python, there's a short or an abbreviated method to do the same thing. Take a look. So here I'm just going to say x plus equals 1. Let's stop and think there for a moment. So I'm going to take the value of x and I'm going to add 1 to it. Okay. X plus whatever x is plus 1. So I'm going to hit my enter key. All right, it did something there. Let's just print out what x is, and now it's 3. So these two lines, they're really synonymous with one another. I mean, they're going to do the same thing in the end. Just one's a little more spelled out, and the other one's the abbreviated method to increase the value of an existing value. In this case, I'm just adding 1. You could add whatever you want to it. I want to count by 2s. I want to count by 5s. I want to count by 20s. Whatever it is. X plus equals whatever the value is. Just add that to the current value. Now, we can turn around and do the same thing with subtraction. We can do the same thing with multiplication. All shorthand. If I were to take x, let's get back to my window here. If I were to take x, and let's say I want to multiply whatever's in there currently and add some amount to it. Let's say I'm going to say asterisk. Asterisk is the multiplication symbol, right? I'm going to do 3. All right, what is x currently equal to? 3. That was the last thing we did with it, right? Oops. Right there. X is currently equal to 3. Now I'm going to take x and I'm going to multiply equals it with 3. So I'm going to hit my enter key. Let's find out what it is now. And there's your 9. All right. Now again, you got shorthand, you got longhand side there, right? We can call them both those, or abbreviated method plus the longhand. Now, again, all your operators are right there. We're talking about mathematical operators. You got assignment operators here. Just use the equal sign just to give something a value. You can do some iterative values or increasing incremental values. Plus equals, minus equals, multiply equals. You got them all inside of there. Let's see. Other assignment operators. I'm going to give you a list. There's more inside of there. There's other mathematical ones that we could use as well. So watch for the lecture coming up where I'm going to list out all the different types of operators. But for now, this is a good starting point and some very common ones to use.